Hey everyone, welcome back to Zenith Lifestyle. I'm Selby and this is Glenn.
Hey Selb.
And this is of course part 3 of our sugar-free diet change. If you want to check out part 1 and 2, you can click on these 2 links. And if you want to stay and watch part 3, well, just don't click on either of these. Alright, in this one we're going to be going more in depth on our later stages of cutting out sugar, and of course all the other things we've included and have cut out other than sugar, like we're just up to cutting out dairy products.
Yes, that's right.
And changing the times of meals. So yeah. What was up next?
So that's right, Selby. So we got rid of the milk, dairy milk, and substituted for plant-based milk. So oat milk,
yep,
rice milk, coconut milk, soy milk. So we replaced that with that, and then we changed the meals from the late at night, evenings to middle of the day, 2 o'clock.
Yep.
And then cooked meals, or raw meals, either way. And so then the next stage that we sort of just went into we didn't really make any decisions on these, it just sort of happened.
Yeah.
These changes just happened. So at night times, particularly through winter, well, it's nice to have something. So we'd have a pumpkin soup or a mushroom soup,
yeah,
or some sort of pea soup, any sort of soup like that, around about 6 o'clock. So it's a filling meal, but it's not a heavy meal. So,
exactly,
they're great in winter time. We'd have that. You might have had some whole grain, toast with it or something like that.
That's right.
So we learned a lot of new recipes with there. And I'd like to point out that the biggest, as I said before, the biggest best investment we made right at the start of the year was our Vitamix.
Yeah.
It's got a 2-litre jug, wet mix, and it's also got a dry jug. And this thing gets worked out. It's like doing 5 runs a day.
Yeah.
Day in, day out.
That's creating all our banana smoothies, green smoothies, and you can create so much more that we even make our own butter and
nut butters. That's right. So you can make these nut butters, and you haven't got added salt, you haven't got added fats or oils. You can just mix them up. So many things. Soups, you can do your soups in there. So that was a really big help. Just the biggest thing we use in the kitchen is the Vitamix.
Yeah. Sure.
No doubt about that. So we went to the meals in the middle of the day. So then that evolved to, well, we actually started to feel we didn't want those real heavy meals all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
It was just a natural way that we'd flowed. So then we went from sort of meat sort of in a meal every day, or might have been every 4 or 5 days, and you'd have meals, but just that meat, because we didn't always eat meat anyway. Yeah. All the time, but we ate a lot of it. But we just found we went to less meat, and then we'd be only having it 4 days a week or 3 days a week, and we're starting to have more meals just based around rice and pastas and vegetables, and salads, and chickpea and legumes.
There's so much we can do with that. There's so much we can do with that. Other than like a green smoothies, when we talk about having vegetable meals, it's not just steaming some vegetables and sitting down and eating that. There's so many meals you can create with those.
That's right. Curries and stir fries, vegetable stir fries, just all vegetables. Yeah. Like I said, curries and just so many recipes out there you can just look up, and like we might actually do a couple of videos just on some of the recipes of what we ate.
Oh yeah, for sure we will. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just a gradual shift away from the nighttime meal to the daytime meal to then just more of the vegetable meals, more of the rice involved, less of the meat. It was just the way we went, and we found that we felt better.
Yeah.
Felt more energised, more vital.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone in the family slowly moved that way. So as we went along, what we noticed is we lost a lot of weight easily. Yes. Quite easily. And it dropped. Like mine, for example, went from 89 down to 75 quite rapidly and very easily. But then it just stayed there. Yeah. For a long time. 3-4 months. It just stayed at 75, and it didn't really matter what I did. It'd go down to 73 and back up to 75. Yeah. It was like plateau, and I go, oh, well, I was happy with that, because I never set any goals. This is the main thing. I never set any goals of what weight I wanted to be, and no time frame. That's right. It was an overall improve our health, and when we lost the weight, that's part of improving the health. So I see the biggest thing that people struggle with is to say, I'm going to go on a diet. It's going to be 8 weeks, and I'm going to lose X amount of weight. And then they either achieve that or they don't achieve that. Yeah. Most times they don't achieve the weight loss they imagine because it's an unrealistic weight loss, or if they do achieve it, they went very extreme, hardcore, and then they go back to exactly what they were eating and put all the weight back on. I mean, this is insanity.
Yeah, exactly.
To think that you can clean your diet up, lose the weight, and then go back to what you're doing and maintain healthy weight, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. That's what put the weight on in the first place.
First place, exactly right. And so the weight, it creeps on slowly, just year by year, a couple of kilograms here and there. You know, depending on what you eat, sometimes it goes up really fast. But you can't expect, if you spent the last 15 years and you've put on 15, 20 kilos or 50 kilos, to then lose that in 8 weeks or 12 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't give yourself that confinement and then set yourself up for disappointment.
Yeah, that's right.
Just an open plan, see how it goes, work along with it, make your adjustments. Your weight might go up and down a little bit, but you're not going to disappoint yourself and throw the towel in.
That's exactly right. You don't want to set yourself up for something, because then if you don't achieve that, then you can find yourself going backwards, because then you get disappointed with the results. You go back to eating stuff, and then you put more weight on that when you were planning on losing weight, and you don't want that.
No, and you go, oh, what was the point? So an open plan, and we certainly didn't go to diet. We said this is a lifestyle.
Yes, that's the biggest thing.
We're talking about lifestyle. We're talking about long term, i.e., not going back to what we were doing. This is what we are now doing. I did something for 47 years. It clearly didn't work. We're doing something different that has had amazing results in under 12 months.
Yeah.
Without struggling, without making things too hard, bit by bit, little changes, and you'll find your taste changes, your preferences changes, and then just overall what you feel like eating and what you want changes.
That's right.
And you find you just don't want those great heavy meals. You want something that's easy, it's light, you're fulfilling. You eat a meal at lunchtime and you watch people have a big heavy meal and then they're doughy for the rest of the afternoon. Or if you had a barbecue at friends' places, then they just all collapse in the lounge chair asleep.
Yeah, that's right.
But you have a good, healthy, plant-based, fruit-based meal, you don't get that effect.
No, not at all.
It doesn't fill you up. You don't become lethargic. You don't feel it. You just, well, I'm just still full of energy. I'm ready to keep going.
Yeah, that's right. And so when they've had their massive meal, they sit down, generally fall asleep at our barbecues. Not sure what you guys are like, but when we've had our nutritious vegetarian meals, or like plant-based meals, I should say, then we're ready to go for the next activity. We're all energized, feeling good, and ready to tackle the next challenge.
You can see the difference. You can see the result, the paralysis of the veins.
Yeah.
From those meals. This is what it does. It paralyzes the veins. It loses the laxicity, and the oxygen and the blood's not flowing properly. The nutrients aren't coming through. You don't get that from these lighter, healthier meals. You just don't get. So that's what we evolved to. Is just slowly became that way. And so over the 12-month period, the whole family went this way. There were little hiccups. There was like, well, what are we going to do now? What do we replace that with? How do we cook this meal? There's certainly a lot of learning, and there were some hiccups in the family life of, I don't like this, I don't want to do that. Well, you know, we've got to work through it, we've got to get the issues, learn what's working for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn those recipes, learn new ways of cooking.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, we're so used to the old way. When it comes to change, if we don't broaden our skills or like learn new stuff, you do seem like you're stuck and you don't have anywhere to go. I mean, there's plenty of times I've gone to have a meal and like, what can I eat?
Yeah.
So you research, but then you find that it's all out there. It's all on the internet. There's so many options for you.
That was the biggest struggle.
Yeah.
With the family going, well, what are we going to eat? What, you know, well, there's nothing in the cupboard. What do I eat? And clearly, you can't just have a life just on green smoothies, 24 hours a day, all day long. You need to have variety in other foods.
Exactly.
You know, sure, some people restrict themselves to just one food group. That's fine. But overall, most people want to have a variety of foods, and textures, and tastes, and enjoyments too. You know, you don't want to be so restricted that it's hard to have friends and family over or to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
You want to be able to still just have a normal social life. I mean, the other thing too that I cut out completely was alcohol.
Yeah.
So when I talk about alcohol, I was never a drinker anyway. We're talking 1 carton a year is all I would have drunk. You know, you go to a friend's barbecue and you have a couple of beers. Christmas time, you have a few beers. Carton a year. So it was hardly regarded a drink or anything, but I just said, well, there is no health benefit in alcohol.
No,
it doesn't matter what they tell you. the alcohol outweighs any benefit that's in the wine or in the beer or whatever they tell you. Those studies are designed to leave out the crucial information. There's no health benefit at all. So I completely just said, well, there's no alcohol at all. That for me was easy because it wasn't really a part of my life. So Selby, Jess, the whole lot, Selby and Jess have never had alcohol in their life anyway.
Yeah.
And you've never wanted to take up alcohol?
Yeah, well, no, I don't want to. Like, once I learn, it's tradition sort of when you hit 18, depending like in America if you're different age limits, but when you get 18 you go out, you have your drinks, you're introduced to that alcohol world, but now I know the negative effects of it, and like, why would I want to poison my body with that? I'm not getting any positive effects, like you said, any positive effects you might get from the
grapes, resveratrol,
far outweighed by the alcohol that's in there, so I don't want to do that to my body.
No, you want the positive effect of wine, just eat the grape.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Don't be fooled.
Hey guys, sorry we've had to cut it there. This video turned out to go a bit longer than what we thought.
Yeah, get a bit carried away.
There's a lot of information you've got to get into it, but there will be a part 4 for this, and we'll be jumping straight into where we left off from part 3. So we'll see you there.